Hello and welcome to Saki Tech. So in today's video I'll be comparing the Siri on the iOS to the Google search on Jelly Bean. And just so you guys know, this is running the iOS 6.0.1 and this is running Android Jelly Bean 4.2.1. So these are the latest operating system versions for both devices. And even though this is not a device comparison, I'll let you know this is an iPad 4, the 4th generation, and this is obviously a Nexus 7. So let's run some commands here on the Siri and the Google search and see how they fare against each other. Alright, so the first test we're going to run is the alarm test. Let's set up an alarm. So, wake me up in 2 hours.
I've set an alarm for 5:59 p.m.
Okay, so that's it on the, okay, with this one. Wake me up in 2 hours.
Setting alarm.
Okay, so as you can see, even though this portion was not a speed test, as you can see, the Google was much faster. Also, if you have multiple alarm clocks installed, the Nexus 7, the Jelly Bean, allows you to pick which alarm clock app you want to go by. So I'm just going to do the stock, and that is set up too. Okay, so let's run a weather command. So let's see what the local weather is like today. What's the weather like today?
Looks like nice weather coming up today. Up to 45 degrees and partly sunny.
Okay, and then you can scroll around. You get a little card here that you can play around with. Let's look at the Google search. What's the weather like today?
Today's forecast for Glendolden is 43 degrees and mostly sunny.
Okay, as you can see, by default it's local search. If you want to search for another city or state, you can do so. Let's do that real quick. What's the weather like in Manhattan, New York?
Looks like nice weather coming up in Manhattan, New York today. Up to 41 degrees and partly sunny.
Okay. What's the weather like in Manhattan, New York?
It's 41 degrees and clear in New York.
Okay, as we progress in this video, you can probably observe that the Google search results are much faster than the Siri search results. So next we're going to do some arithmetic commands. So let's see. What is 2 plus 2?
This might answer your question.
Okay, so it gives you a little time, like a card, and on the card you get the answer. It says result 4. With Google search, it's actually a little bit better. What is 2 plus 2?
The answer is 4.
She just gives you the answer directly. So it says 2 plus 2, the answer is 4. A specific response to a specific question. And it's quicker. Okay, so let's do one more in a little different way. So, what is 1,000 divided by 2 times 5?
This might answer your question.
Okay, the same thing. It does give you a nice little format here. Gives you a result right here on the card, on the information card. I don't know if you can see that. Probably now you can. Okay, so that's the result right there. Now let's do the same thing on Google search. What is 1,000 divided by 2 times 5?
The answer is 2,500.
Again, it's quicker and it's more specific response-wise. Okay, so in this next test, we will be doing a knowledge-based commands. We'll be running some knowledge-based commands, and I'll be asking both Siri and Google search at the same time the ages and the measurements of certain places. So let's do the first one. Okay, ready? When did George Orwell die?
George Orwell died on January 21st, 1950.
I'm on it. This might answer your question.
Okay, here you get a picture, you get a nice little answer that is very specific to what I asked, and here again you get an information card. On the information card, it does give you the date of death, and but it just not is as valuable as this one. So let's do one more thing. How old was Copernicus when he died?
I found this.
Okay, so this actually sent me to the results. Let's do it one more time. How old was Copernicus when he died? So this is actually giving me a more specific answer right here. So let me just clear that up for you real quick. So if you look here carefully, result 70 years and 2 months and 26 days is when he died. How old was Copernicus?
Nicolaus Copernicus died at the age of 70.
Okay, so if you ask it in a different way, you do get a nice response. But then again, I think the way I asked the question, Siri came up with a more useful answer, a more useful presentation. Rather than search results, I actually get an answer. Okay, so let's do one more. Let's ask Siri and Google search. How tall is the Statue of Liberty?
Statue of Liberty is 305
Let me
feet
think
tall.
about that. Okay, owner, here you go.
Okay, so in this one again, you get a picture, you get a specific answer to your specific question. On this side, you get an information card. Looking at it, you can get the answer. 305 here, 305 here. Again, I prefer the Google search answers to this one. So let's move on to the next category of comparison, which is going to be sports. Okay, and in this category, we'll also do a speed comparison test, so I'll run them at the same time. Ready? Did the Lakers win their last game?
Yes.
Los Angeles
Lakers
narrowly
beat the
defeated
Warriors
Golden State by a score of 118 to 115 yesterday.
Okay, now one more thing I want to notice here is how Google search has a more natural voice. So let's run that again. Did the Lakers win their last game?
Yes, the Lakers beat the Warriors 118 to 115.
Did the Lakers win their last game?
The Lakers narrowly defeated the Warriors by a score of 118 to 115 yesterday.
So as you can tell, the voice on the Google search is much more natural and human-like. Okay, let's do one more. Who are the Lakers playing next?
The Lakers' next game is Tuesday at 3 p.m.
Okay, it's almost pretty close, but again, Google search was faster. Okay, so the final thing that I want to do is play with the calendars and reminders and see how they fare up against each other. Alright, so let's set up an alarm for tomorrow. And I know I've gone over the alarms in the last video, but I haven't covered this specific thing that I want to show you guys. So set an alarm tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Okay, I set an alarm for 9 a.m.
Set an alarm for 9 a.m. tomorrow. Now, unfortunately, Google does not let you to set an alarm for the next day. So if you're going to sleep and you're trying to set an alarm for tomorrow, you cannot do it with Google through voice-based commands. So it says, sorry, but alarms and reminders support times of day, but not dates. So you can set reminders and alarms for today, but not for tomorrow, not for the day after, or the day after that, which is not cool. I like it on this one. So here, for example, with a reminder. Remind me to buy some clothes on December 27th.
Here's your reminder for Thursday at 9 a.m.
And it gives you a
Shall I create it?
change time.
When would you like to be reminded?
10 a.m.
Here's your reminder for Thursday at 10 a.m.
Okay, so what I just...
Shall I create it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll remind you.
Okay, so what I just did with the reminder portion of this whole voice assistant thing is not possible on the Google search, because it, like I said, let me just zoom in here, it doesn't let you set alarms or reminders for dates. It only goes for time of the day. So I can do it for today, but not for tomorrow. So that is only one thing that I found here that wasn't as great on Google search as is on Siri. Okay, so let's wrap up this video and do some final comments. All right, so it seems that knowledge and search-based queries are quicker to complete on the Google search. It is also presented better with pictures and exact answers to specific questions. With Siri, when you ask a knowledge-based question, you get an answer in an information card format from which you can find the answer. Now, the overall performance is much faster with Google search, and the voice of the assistant on Google search is more human-like, and I enjoy that. When it comes to alarms, reminders, and calendar, I think Siri does a better job. With Google search, you cannot set an alarm or a reminder for tomorrow or the day after, but with Siri you can. Also, I like the way Siri presents your options. So when you ask to set a reminder, it gives you a quick preview, and then it also asks you to confirm it. You can also cancel it if it doesn't look like what you need, change the time or the date. With Google search, you cannot. You cannot set a reminder for a given date. So as of now, it only supports times of the day you are in. With Apple, you can set a reminder for next month at 9 p.m. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this video. Just a final comment. As far as speed comparison goes, the Nexus 7, not the Nexus 7, I'm sorry, the Jelly Bean software is faster. The Google search yields quicker results to anything you ask of it. So okay, so that is in fact the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, just click the like button, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you want more videos to come. Thanks again. Have a good day.